Hello everyone and welcome to uh, yeah, Doki Doki Literature Club. And yeah, this is another game that I'm playing. I know this game is very old. I don't know when this game was released, but yeah, yeah, I don't know how to do this intro, but never mind. This game, I just found this on Steam and I saw it was free, and I wanted to play this game because it's yeah, I saw it was like anime style and all that, and yeah, and also this game also warned me about something. Okay, so you have it said like you have to be like at least 13 years old to play this game, and I am like over 13 years old, and also a warning about for those viewers or for those players that are easily disturbed, but I am not easily disturbed. But maybe you guys that are watching this video is maybe easily disturbed. I don't really know, but yeah, let's start a new game. Enter your name. We're gonna name ourselves. This is not really my real name. It's just my other name. I was not going to be boring. Okay. Hey! I see an annoying girl running toward me from the distance, waving her arms in the air like she's totally oblivious to any attention she might draw to herself. I don't know how the sound is for you guys. Like, do you hear me good or do you hear me like bad? I don't know how the sound is. Well, okay, never mind. That girl is Sayori, my neighbor and good friend since we were children. We know the kind of friend you never see yourself making today, but it just kind of works out because known each other for so long. We used to walk to school together on days like this, but starting around high school, she would oversleep more and more frequently, and I would get tired of waiting up. But if she's going to chase after me like this, I almost feel better off running away. However, I just sigh and idle in front of the crosswalk and let Sayori catch up to me. I overslept again, but I caught you this time. Maybe, but only because I decided to stop and wait for you. You say that like you were thinking about ignoring me. That's mean, Alexander. Well, if people stare at you for acting weird, then I don't want them to think that we're a couple or something. Fine. Okay, to the other characters that are going also to be in this game, I don't know if I'm going to forget which voice I gave them, so please forgive me that I don't remember which voice, but I'm gonna try. Did I read this? But you did wait for me after all. I don't know if my voice is super annoying. I think it is. I guess you don't have it in you to be mean even if you want to. Whatever you say, Sayori. We cross the street together and make our way to school. As we draw near, the streets become increasingly speckled with other students making their daily commute. By the way, Alexander, have you decided on a club to join yet? A club? I told you already, I'm really not interested in joining any clubs. I haven't been looking either. That's not true. You told me you would join a club this year. Did I? I'm sure it's possible that I did. In one of our many conversations where I dismissively go along with whatever she's going on about. Sayori likes to worry a little too much about me, when I am perfectly content just getting by on the average while spending my free time on games and anime. Well, it's kind of like me, but I like to also draw. I like to draw and also hang out with friends. Yeah, no shit that I like to draw because you have seen, maybe you guys have seen a lot of my drawing videos if if you are like a member, maybe on my channel, like subscribe to my channel, or like checked out my videos, or those people that know me in person. Uh-huh. I was talking about how I'm worried that you won't learn how to socialize or have any skills before college. Your happiness is really important to me, you know. And I know you're happy now, but I die at the thought of you becoming a NEET, I don't know what that is, in a few years because you're not used to the real world. You trust me, right? Don't make me keep worrying about you. Alright. I'll look at a few clubs if it makes you happy. No promises though. I'm sorry if some of the if there's gonna be some words in here that I don't know how to pronounce right. So forgive me for that too. Will you at least promise me you'll try a little? Yeah, I guess I'll promise you that. Yay! Why do I let myself get lectured by such a carefree girl? More than that, I'm surprised I even let myself relent to her. I guess seeing her worry so much about me makes me want to ease her mind at least a little bit, even if she does exaggerate, I don't know how to pronounce that, everything inside of her head. The school day is as ordinary as ever, and it's over before I know it. After I pack up my things, I stare blankly at the wall, looking for an ounce of motivation. Clubs. Sayori wants me to check out some clubs. I guess I have no choice but to start with the anime club, of course. Hello? Sayori. No, what? Sayori? Sayori must have come in to the classroom while I was spacing out. Well, spacing out is very common when you're in school because, yeah, probably some of the classes gets boring and you're like, I want to think about something else, and then you're like start staring like at the wall and don't know what just happened. And the teacher goes like, "Are you sleeping?" No, I was just resting my eyes. What do you mean? I look around and realize that I'm the only one left in the classroom. I thought I'd catch you coming out of the classroom, but I saw you just sitting here and spacing out, so I came in. Honestly, you're even worse than me sometimes. I'm impressed. You don't need to wait up for me if it's going to make you late to your own club. Well, I thought you might need some encouragement, so I thought, Know what? Well, that you could come to my club. Sayori. Yeah? There's no way I'm going to your club. Meanie. Sayori's vice president of the literature club. Not that I was ever aware that she had any interest in literature. In fact, I'm 99% sure she only did it because she thought it would be fun to help start a new club. Since she was the first one to show interest after the one who proposed the club, she in her read the title. I thought I heard something outside. Vice President. That said, my interest in literature is guaranteed to be even less. Yeah, I'm going to the anime club. Come on, please. Why do you care so much anyway? Well, I kind of told the club yesterday I would bring in a new member, and Natsuki made cupcakes and everything. Don't make promises you can't keep. I can't tell if Sayori is really that much of an airhead, or if she's so cunning as to have planned all of this out. I let out a long sigh. Fine, I'll stop by for a cupcake, okay? Yes, let's go! Okay, sorry if I scream sometimes in the mic. And thus today marks the day I sold my soul for a cupcake. Come on, me in the MC in the game. Well, I am playing as the character right now. I would definitely go to the club for a cupcake. I dejectedly follow Sayori across the school and upstairs, a section of the school I rarely visit, being generally used for third-year classes and activities. Sayori, full of energy, swings open the classroom door. Everyone, the new member is here! I told you, don't call me a new member! I glance around the room. What kind of voice? Welcome to the Literature Club. It's a pleasure meeting you. Sayori always says nice things about you. I don't know if you hear my voice if I talk in, like, low voice. Seriously? You... okay, can I stop laughing sometimes? I don't know why. I don't know why I'm so freaking excited or something. It's... Seriously? You brought a boy? Way to kill the atmosphere. Well, okay, thank you. Okay, whoever girl 2 is, well, that was kinda sexist. Ah, Alexander, what a nice surprise. Welcome to the club. I felt like that is a perfect voice for her. ... All words escape me in this situation. This club is full of incredibly cute girls. Okay, the game made me say it, okay? What are you looking at? If you want to say something, say it. Sorry. Natsuki. Okay, so that's Natsuki. Wait, I just... My throat was dry, so I had to drink something. The girl with the sour attitude, whose name is apparently Natsuki, is one I don't recognize. Her small figure makes me think she's probably a first year. She's also the one who made cupcakes, according to Sayori. You can just ignore her when she gets moody. Sayori says that quietly into my ear. Oh, okay. And then turns back toward the other girls. Anyway, this is Natsuki, always full of energy. And this is Yuri, the smartest in the club. Don't say things like that. Yuri, who appears comparably more mature and timid, seems to have a hard time keeping up with people like Sayori and Natsuki. Ah, well, it's nice to meet both of you. And it sounds like you already know Monika, is that right? That's right. It's great to see you again, Alexander. Monika smiles sweetly. We do know each other well. We rarely talked, but we were in the same class last year. Monika was probably the most popular girl in class, smart, beautiful, athletic, basically completely out of my league. So having her smile at me so genuinely feels a little... You too, Monika. Come sit down, Alexander. We made room for you at the table, so you can sit next to me or Monika. I'll get the cupcakes. Hey, I made them. I'll get them. Sorry, I got a little too excited. Then how about I make some tea as well? The girls have a few desks arranged to form a table. As I already mentioned, it's been widened so that okay, I thought I heard something else again. I think it was just my neighbor that lives in front of me that was... I think they were playing like football or something, I don't know. So that there's one space next to Monika and one space next to Sayori. Natsuki and Yuri walk over to the corner of the room where Natsuki grabs a rapid tray and Yuri opens the closet. Still feeling awkward, I take a seat next to Sayori. Natsuki proudly marches back to the table, tray in hand. Okay, are you ready? Ta-da! Wow! Natsuki lifts the foil of the tray to reveal a dozen white, fluffy cupcakes decorated to look like little cats. Okay, I'm trying to imagine a picture of how the cupcakes look like. The whiskers are drawn with icing, and little pieces of chocolate were used to make cat ears. Okay, now I have a picture in my head of for an example. So cute! I had no idea you were so good at baking, Natsuki. Well, you know. Just hurry and take one. Sayori grabs one first, then Monica. I follow. It's delicious. Sayori talks with her mouth full and has already managed to get icing on her face. I turn the cupcake around in my fingers, looking for the best angle to take a bite. Natsuki is quiet. I can't help but notice her sneaking glances in my direction. Is she waiting for me to take a bite? I finally bite down. Wait, did I skip something? I finally bite down. I don't know if I said that. The icing is sweet and full of flavor. I wonder if she made it herself. This is really good. Thank you, Natsuki. Why are you thanking me? It's not like haven't I heard this somewhere before? Made them for you or anything. Eh? I like that kind of thing in like anime when they actually say what, but they just sound like eh instead. I thought you technically did. Sayori said, well, maybe, but not for you. You know, you dummy. Alright. Why does it feel like Natsuki is like the tsundere one? I give up on Natsuki's weird logic and dismiss the conversation. Yuri returns to the table carrying a tea set. She carefully places a teacup in front of each of us before setting down the teapot next to the cupcake tray. You keep a whole tea set in this classroom? Don't worry, the teachers gave us permission. After all, doesn't a hot cup of tea help you enjoy a good book? I guess. Don't let yourself get intimidated. You're just trying to impress you. That's not. Insulted, Yuri looks away. I meant, you know. I believe you. Why does it feel like Yuri is the one who's the shy one? Monica is, well, I don't know what kind of word. Okay, so Sayori is cheerful. Natsuki has a sour attitude. Yuri is shy, and Monica is the leader. Okay, if Sayori is vice president, then who is president? It feels like Monica's the president of the club. Well, tea and reading might not be a pastime for me, but I at least enjoy tea. I'm glad. Yuri faintly smiles to herself in relief. Monica raises an eyebrow then smiles at me. So, what made you consider the literature club? I was afraid of this question. Something tells me I shouldn't tell Monica that I was practically dragged here by Sayori. Well, I haven't joined any clubs yet, and Sayori seemed really happy here, so... That's okay, don't be embarrassed. We'll make sure you feel right at home, okay? As president of the literature club... Yeah, I knew Monica was the president. It's my duty to make the club fun and exciting for everyone. Monica, I'm surprised. How come you decided to start your own club? You could probably be a board member for any of the major clubs. Weren't you a leader of the debate club last year? Well, you know, to be honest, I can't stand all of the politics around the major clubs. It feels like nothing but arguing about the budget and publicity. Or never mind. And how to prepare for events.
I'd much rather take something I personally enjoy and make something special out of it. And if it encourages others to get into literature, then I'm fulfilling that dream. Monica is a great leader. Yuri also nods in agreement. Then I'm surprised there aren't more people in the club yet. So there are just 4 of them. For now. It must be hard to start a new club. It's the same with starting a YouTube channel. It's very hard. It's very difficult to get views and subs. You can put it that way. Not many people are very interested in putting out all the effort to start something brand new. Especially when it's something that doesn't grab your attention like literature. You have to work hard to convince people that you're both fun and worthwhile, but it makes school events like the festival that much more important. I'm confident that we can all really grow this club before we graduate. Right, everyone? Yeah! We'll do our best. You know it! Everyone enthusiastically agrees. Such different girls all interested in the same goal. Monica must have worked really hard just to find these 3. Maybe that's why they were also delighted by the idea of a new member joining. Though I still don't really know if I can keep up with their level of enthusiasm about literature. So Alexander, what kind of things do you like to read? I like to read fantasy books. Right now I'm reading like I've read all the Percy Jackson books by Rick Riordan. Guys, please give those books a try by Rick Riordan, especially the Percy Jackson's book series. They're actually pretty good actually. You don't have to if you don't want to. It's just a tip for me from me. That is what I like to read the most. Well, considering how little I've read these past few years, I don't really have a good way of answering that. Manga? I muttered quietly to myself, half joking. Natsuki's head suddenly perks up. It looks like she wants to say something, but she keeps quiet. Okay, so when she heard the word manga, she's like, manga? Manga. Not much of a reader, I guess. Well, that can change. What am I saying? I spoke without thinking after seeing Yuri's sad smile. Anyway, what about you, Yuri? Well, let's see. Yuri traces the rim of her teacup with her finger. My favorites are usually novels that build deep and complex fantasy worlds. The level of creativity and craftsmanship behind them is amazing to me. And telling a good story in such a foreign world is equally impressive. Yuri goes on, clearly passionate about her reading. She seemed so reserved and timid since the moment I walked in, but it's obvious by the way her eyes light up that she finds her comfort in the world of books, not people. But you know, I like a lot of things. Stories with deep physiological elements usually immerse me as well. I don't know how to pronounce it. Isn't it amazing how a writer can so deliberately take advantage of your own lack of imagination to completely throw you for a loop? Anyway, I've been reading a lot of horror lately. I read a horror book once. I also read some horror books once, but I don't know if I don't know if that was not really. I don't know if that was like kind of like my style. I desperately grasp something I can relate to at the minimal level. At this rate, Yuri might as well be having a conversation with a rock. Really? I wouldn't have expected that, Yuri. For someone as gentle as you. I guess you could say that. But if a story makes me think or takes me to another world, then I really can't put it down.
I just feel like I gave the same voice to Yuri and Monica. How do you pronounce it? Surreal or surreal?
Surreal horror is often very successful at changing the way you look at the world, if only for a brief moment.
I hate horror.
Oh, why's that?
Well, Natsuki's eyes dart over to me for a split second. Do you need something? You really like to look at the direction where I'm standing. Do you want to say something? Just say it.
Never mind. That's right, you usually like to write about cute things, don't you, Natsuki?
What? Oh. What gives you that idea?
You left a piece of scrap paper behind the last club meeting. It looks like you were working on a poem called...
Don't say it out loud. And give that back.
Fine.
Your cupcakes, your poems, everything you do is just as cute as you are. Sayori sidles up behind Natsuki and puts her hands on her shoulders. I'm not cute. I really like those eyes when they make. I call those the V eyes. When it's also when they're like happy or when they maybe got hurt or something. They do that kind of face expression. Well, in anime. Natsuki, you write your own poems. Okay, I felt like I said that so loud. Well, I guess sometimes. Why do you care? I think that's impressive. Why don't you share them sometime? No. Natsuki averts her eyes. You wouldn't like them. Well, I haven't even taken a look at them yet. So you... not a very confident writer yet.
I understand how Natsuki feels. Sharing that level of writing takes more than just confidence. The truest form of writing is writing to oneself.
Wow, Yuri really knows what she's talking about, isn't she?
You must be willing to open up to your readers, exposing your vulnerabilities and showing even the deepest reaches of your heart. Do you have writing experience too, Yuri? Maybe if you share some of your work, you can set an example and help Natsuki feel comfortable enough to share hers.
I guess it's the same for Yuri. I wanted to read everyone's poems. We all stood in silence for a moment.
Okay, I have an idea, everyone.
Question mark. There's also an anime when they say what, they're like, Nani? Natsuki and Yuri look quizzically at Monica.
Let's all go home and write a poem of our own. The next time we meet, we all share them with each other. That way everyone is even...
Yeah, let's do it.
Plus, now that we have a new member, I think it will help us all get a little more comfortable with each other and strengthen the bond of the club. Isn't that right, Alexander?
Monica smiles warmly at me once again. Hold on, there's still one problem. Hold up, wait a minute.
What's that?
Now that we're back to the original topic of me joining the club, I bluntly come forth with what's been on my mind the entire time. I never said I would join this club. Sayori may have convinced me to stop by, but I never made any decision. I still have other clubs to look at, and oh crap. Everyone looks so sad. I lose my train of thought. All four girls stare back at me with dejected eyes.
But I'm sorry, I thought...
Alexander... You all... I'm defenseless against these girls. How am I supposed to make a clear-headed decision when it's like this? That is, if writing poems is the price I need to pay in order to spend every day with these beautiful girls. Right, okay, I've decided then. I'll join the literature club. One by one, the girls' eyes light up. Yes, I'm so happy. Sayori wraps her arms around me, jumping up and down. Okay, hey. You really did scare me for a moment. If you really just came for the cupcakes, I would be very pissed. Then that makes it official. Welcome to the literature club. Thank you. Thanks, I guess. Okay, everyone. I think with that we can officially end today's meeting on a good note. Everyone remembers tonight's assignment. Write a poem to bring to the next meeting so we can all share. Monica looks over at me once more. Alexander, I look forward to seeing how you express yourself. Yeah. Can I really impress the class star Monica with my there's so many words I don't know how to pronounce. Writing skills. I already feel the anxiety welling up inside me. Meanwhile, the girls continue to chit-chat as Yuri and Natsuki clean up their food. Hey Alexander, since we're already here, do you want to walk home together? That's right, Sayori and I never walk home together anymore because she always stayed after school for clubs. Sure, might as well. Yay! With that, the two of us depart the club room and make our way home. The whole way, my mind wanders back and forth between the four girls, Sayori, Natsuki, Yuri, and of course Monica. Will I really be happy spending every day after school in a literature club? Perhaps I'll have the chance to grow closer to one of these girls. Alright. I'll just need to make the most of my circumstances, and I'm sure good fortune will find me. And I guess that starts with writing a poem tonight. It's time to write a poem. Pick words you think your favorite club member will like. Something good might happen with whoever likes your poem the most. Also, sorry if you guys hear my clicking of my mouse. Computer mouse. Okay. Where is Monica? Okay, so I only see Sayori, Natsuki, and Yuri, but Monica doesn't have a poem sprite. But it's not like I would pick. It's not like that I wanted to pick her.
Stop the cap!
Okay, so let's see. Friends, fun, sticky, pain, hair, party, electricity. Friends. Okay, so the one who jumps is the one you are closest to, or what? That ribbon. That's Natsuki. Family. Universe. Poof. Awesome. Adventure. Cute. Jump. Infinite. Broken. Sing. Ocean. Aura. Treasure. Joy. Smile. Rose. Okay, I think it was most of why was I supposed to? What was I going to say? Explosives? Because I saw explode. Maybe it was that silly anime. Okay, that's Natsuki. Crimson Heartbeat after image. Music. Bouncy. Okay, what? Peace. Sugar. And boop. Okay. Hi again, Alexander. Glad to see you didn't run away on us. Nah, don't worry. This might be a little strange for me, but I at least keep my word. Well, I'm back at the literature club. I was the last to come in, so everyone else is already hanging out. Thanks for keeping your promise, Alexander. I hope this isn't too overwhelming of a commitment for you.
making you dive headfirst into literature and when you're not accustomed to it.
Oh, come on, like he deserves any slack. Sayori told me you didn't even want to join any clubs this year, and last year too. I don't know if you plan to just come here and hang out or what. But if you don't take us seriously, then you won't see the end of it.
Natsuki, you certainly have a big mouth for someone who keeps her manga collection in the club room.
Ah, so that's why her head just peaked up before the other day.
Her manga collection in the club room. Look at her face.
Natsuki finds herself stuck between saying Monica and manga. Manga is literature. Well, it's true. Swiftly defeated, Natsuki plops back into her seat.
Don't worry, guys. Alexander always gives it his best as long as he's having fun.
Well, that is kind of true also from the real me. Kind. Yeah, it is.
He helps me with the busy work without me even asking, like cooking, cleaning my room. How dependable.
Sayori, that's because your room is so messy, it's distracting. And you almost set your house on fire once. Did you left the stove on? Again?
Is that so? You two are really good friends, aren't you? I might be a little jealous.
How come? You and Alexander can become good friends too. Yeah. Okay. Sayori. As usual, Sayori seems oblivious to the weird situation she just put me into.
Oh, you even brought you something today. You know what?
What?
Wait, Sayori.
Me? A gift? Or something? For me?
Not really. Oh, okay.
Don't be shy.
It's really nothing.
What is it?
Never mind.
Sayori made
it sound like a big deal when it's really not. What do I do? I'm sorry, Yuri, I wasn't thinking.
I guess that means it's up to me to rescue this situation. Yes, it's time to be a hero. Hey, don't worry about it. First of all, I wasn't expecting anything in the first place. So, any nice gesture from you is a pleasant surprise. It'll make me happy no matter what.
Is that so?
Yeah, I won't make it a big deal if you don't want it to be.
Alright. Well, here.
Yuri reaches into her bag and pulls out a book.
I didn't want you to feel left out, so I picked out a book that I thought you might enjoy. It's a short read, so it should keep your attention, even if you don't usually read. And we could, discuss it if you wanted.
This is... How's this girl accidentally being so cute? She even picked out a book she thinks I like, despite me not reading much. Yuri, thank you. That's so nice of her. That is actually very sweet. Yuri, thank you. I'll definitely read this. I enthusiastically take the book.
Phew. Well, you can read it at your own pace. I look forward to hearing what you think.
Now that everyone's settled in, I expected Monica to kick off some scheduled activities for the club. But that doesn't seem to be the case. Sayori and Monica are having a cheery conversation in the corner. Yuri's face is already buried in a book. I can't help but notice her intense expression like she was waiting for this chance. Meanwhile, Natsuki is rummaging around in the closet. Man. It looks like no one wants to be bothered today. I slumped down in the nearest desk. How am I supposed to occupy myself with something literature related by myself like this? I guess I could always read some of the book Yuri gave me, but I'm feeling a little too tired to read. Yeah, I always read a book before I go to sleep, or always when I play games, and then I'll go read a book with my mom. for like 20 minutes, and it's because so I get tired, so I can sleep later. But I don't really have to read it, but it's good to read. I can sleep anyway. I could probably fall asleep right now. I close my eyes and end up listening in on Sayori's conversation with Monica. We're probably gonna seem really lame compared to all the other clubs, though. Well, we can't give up. The festival is our chance to show everyone what literature is about. The problem is that the idea of a literature club sounds too dense and intellect. I don't know how to pronounce. But it's not like that at all, you know. We just need a way of showing that that's everyone, something that speaks to their creative minds. That doesn't solve the problem, though. Eh? What do you mean? Even if we come up with the most fun thing ever, nobody will come in the first place if it's a literature event. So it's more important to figure out how to get people to show up. And after they come, we can do the thing to speak to their creative minds. What's this? Sayori's taking this really seriously. Okay, so when it comes to these types of things, Sayori gets more serious. It's rare to hear her deliberating like this. That's a good point. In that case, do you think food will do the trick? Natsuki, cupcakes. What kind? And well, I guess we could cupcakes. Good thinking. Natsuki would love to do that. You're right. Natsuki makes the best cupcakes. That works out perfectly. That wasn't why you suggested. That wasn't why you suggested it. Cupcakes speak to my creative tummy. Cupcakes it is then. I'm hungry. Anyway, we still need to work out the details of the event itself. Posters? Yeah, posters. We need posters. I can help with that. I find myself smiling. In the end, Sayori is still her usual self. But therein lies the unexpected reason I admire her. Unlike me, who has trouble finding my motivation at all, Sayori can put her mind to things and make them come to life. I suppose that's why I end up letting her get on my case about things. I can't help but wonder what it would be like to see the world through her eyes. Oh, Jesus Christ. Okay, you're very close. Oh, wow. I open my eyes to find Sayori's face filling my vision. I nearly fall out of my chair. Sorry. Wait. Actually, I'm not sorry at all. It's your fault for sleeping like that. This isn't a napping club. Does our school have a napping club? You're staying up late again, aren't you? Yeah, sorry, I had to study for science.
Stop the cap!
No, that was a lie. I had to study math. That was why. Sorry. Now that you're in a club, you're gonna have less time for anime, you know. And I was watching anime later.
We don't care.
After that. You'll need to get used to it. Don't say that so loud. I glance over my shoulder to see if Monica overheard. It's true though. Yeah, I know. You're always looking out for me, Sayori. It's what I do best. That's a problem. What about you? You look out for me better than you look out for yourself. Okay, so Sayori and the player protagonist takes care of each other, of the other person more than they do of themselves. You're still oversleeping every day, aren't you? Aren't ya? Not every day. That's not very convincing. How many days this past week
have you gotten up on time? It's a secret. I knew it. Come on, at least give me the benefit of the doubt. I can't even do that. Okay, never mind. Look, Sayori, it's written all over you. Sayori glances all around herself. How is it written all over me? You were clearly in a rush this morning. Look, your hair is sticking out all around here. I run my fingertips down the side of Sayori's hair, trying to straighten it out. Man, you really need a brush for this. My hair is just really hard to get right. I won't fall for that. There's more than just your hair. Look, your bow isn't straight. Never mind. Isn't straight either. And there's a toothpaste stain on your collar right here. I tried to wipe off the stain with my finger. But nobody would ever notice that. Of course they would. Nobody's gonna tell you about it because they don't want to embarrass you. Fortunately, I really don't care about that. Hey, you meanie. And you don't even keep your blazer button up. Seriously, Sayori, why do you think you don't have a boyfriend yet? Wasn't that kinda mean? That's super mean. Yeah, that is what I meant. Sorry, but you'll thank me later. I start to button up her blazer from the bottom. Once you see how much better it looks, you'll change your mind. Okay. This is so funny. What is? Well, I was just thinking how weird it is to have a friend who does these kinds of things. Don't say that. You'll make me feel weird about it, stupid. Stupid. It's okay though. I'm happy we're like this. Aren't you? I guess. Hey, be careful. The button might go off. Why is this one so hard to close? I struggle to fully close the button near her chest. Does this thing even fit you properly? It did when I bought it. Do you need to buy a new school uniform? If you ever buttoned it, you would have noticed sooner that it doesn't fit you anymore. What are you smiling about? Can I have a moment of silence before I say that? It means my melons got bigger again. Don't say that out loud. Anyway, you look much better now, so, why does it feel strange to see Sayori's blazer button up like that? But it's so stuffy. But it's so stuffy. It's not worth it at all. Sayori has unbuttoned her blazer once more. Phew, that's so much better. Sayori puts her arms out and twirls around. If you have like a hoodie with like a zipper, like I usually have mine opened. I always like to have mine open. I don't know why, I just like it. So if I keep it unbuttoned, then I won't get a boyfriend, right? What kind of logic is that? The play protagonist said it himself for like, I don't know, like 4 minutes ago. And why are you saying that it's a good thing? Because if I had a boyfriend, then he wouldn't even let you do things like this. And you take care of me better than anyone else would anyway. So that's why I'm keeping it unbuttoned. Stop saying all these embarrassing things. I didn't say anything embarrassing. Jeez. Well, anyway, just focus on trying to wake up a little earlier. Only if you focus on going to bed earlier. Fine. Well, we have a deal. It's a deal. I just said that, or yeah. I guess we really are better at taking care of each other than we are at taking care of ourselves.
Yeah, that is what also that I said earlier. I don't know if I said it right again either. Yeah, I guess so.
So maybe you should come wake me up in the morning.
You're doing that again, Sayori.
Oh, but I was joking that time.
Man, it's impossible to tell with you sometimes.
Okay, everyone.
Okay, Monica just slided like, yeet.
Eh?
Monica suddenly calls out.
Why don't we share the poems we wrote now? Yay! Alexander, I can't wait to read yours.
Yeah, same. I fail to sound enthusiastic, but Sayori still trots away to retrieve her poem. Also, sorry if I read fast. Too fast.
By the way, did you remember to write a poem last night?
Yeah. My relaxation ends. I can't believe I agreed to do something so embarrassing. I couldn't really find that much inspiration since I've never really done this before.
Well, now that everyone's ready, why don't you find someone to share with?
I can't wait. Sayori and Monica enthusiastically pull out their poems. Sayori is on a wrinkled sheet of a lost leaf torn from a spiral notebook. On the other hand, Monica wrote hers in a composition notebook. I can already see Monica's pristine handwriting from where I sit. My handwriting sucks. I'm not kidding. All my letters are like floating above the lines. I've been writing like that. I've been writing like that since 3rd grade. I'm not kidding. Natsuki and Yuri reluctantly comply as well, reaching into their bags. I do the same myself. Who would I show my poem to first? Okay, so we're going to share poems, but we're gonna do that in the next episode, because that's all the time I had for Doki Doki Literature Club for today. But and I hope you guys like this episode, and don't forget to click on that like button and subscribe if you're if you're new here, and also don't forget to click on that notification bell if so you don't miss a video from me. Yeah, also I've been recording very long because so this is going to be all these episodes I make of Doki Doki Literature Club is gonna be very long episodes, so like maybe like an hour or something. So yeah, so be ready for that. So maybe you guys are thinking, what are your thoughts on this game, TLM? Well, I'm enjoying the game so far, and as I said, this game, I don't know if I said this in the when I started at the beginning of the episode, if I said that this game is free to download on Steam, so you can play this game yourself. And yeah, as I also said that what the game told me about that this game is that other can be easily disturbed by this game. I don't know what can be easily disturbing in this game, and that you have to be at least 13 years old and all that. And so I don't know. It's your. Well, if you're 13, then you're allowed to watch. But if you're underage, well, you can like click out of the video. But it's your choice if you actually want to watch it, even if you're underage. It's your choice. I can't stop you. I'm not gonna stop you. Well, it's your choice. What more? And also, I also want to hear maybe one of your thoughts on how the game is. or you can type like in the comments who your favorite character is of Sayori, Natsuki, Yuri, and or Monica. I'm not gonna be surprised if you all say Monica. But who's my favorite so far? I like Sayori because she's cheerful, she's happy every day, and all that. So yeah. Oh yeah, save. I need to save my progress, of course. If I want to save my progress, then I would then I have to restart everything, and I do not want to do that. But yeah, I hope you guys liked this episode, as I said before. I don't know when I'm going to upload the next episode, but we'll see. Have a nice day, and peace out.